Hi everybody, Ryan here again with Cirque Running. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're coming back at you from San Diego, about to run the Marsh Trail that's over by Torrey Pines State Beach. This is a new trail for me. I've never done it. I saw it online, it looked fun. I thought I'd break it up a little bit, come out to the coast as opposed to the inland runs that we do. Altogether, the run today should be anywhere from 7 to 9 miles. It really depends. There's a little bit of a connector at the beginning to get over to the trail proper. So I'm guessing closer to 9 miles with about 500 feet of elevation gain. So not too much gain today. It is an out and back with a lollipop at the end. So we'll be getting over to Torrey Pines State Beach and then kind of running up top down to the beach. And as long as the tide's not too high, we'll be able to run along the beach back over to the trail, the Marsh Trail. So yeah, it looks really fun. It does hug the Penasquitos Creek too, so it looks pretty scenic. But again, it's new for me, so I'm looking forward to getting out there and getting after it. So if you haven't done this yet, come do the Marsh Trail over by Torrey Pines State Beach in San Diego. Let's go get it. About almost 2 miles in. That's including the first connector trail I was talking about at the beginning of the video. Just kind of getting our first view here of the Rancho Penasquitos Creek. Yeah, pretty cool. Nobody out here either, so doesn't seem like it's a very heavily hiked or ran trail. So maybe keep that in mind if you're looking for some solitude and getting away from people. We're about almost 3 miles in, including that original connector like I told you about. Right directly behind me is Torrey Pines State Beach, so we just finished the marsh portion of the run. So now I'm gonna run over Highway 101 right here. I don't necessarily recommend doing that for those who are afraid of roads and things of that nature. So if you're not comfortable here, you can turn around and head back. That'll still give you, right around the 4 mile marker. But we're gonna go directly behind me into Torrey Pines State Reserve. It's a cool little loop with really cool sandstone canyons that you can kind of run around down to the beach. And again, if the tide's not too high, which it is, I think a 5.8 at 10 o'clock, we might not be able to run on the beach, but we're gonna give it a go and see what happens. But if you do decide to hop across the 101, make sure you're very, very careful. Here we go. give you one more view. Check out the tide. Looks like it's just slow enough to where we can kind of squeeze through at the end there. Way down the beach, we'll pop out after running up to the top of the reserve. But definitely some swell up there. Should have brought the surfboard. All right, so from here, we're gonna go up a paved road to the top and then drop in back down to the beach like I just said. Down to the beach. You can see flat rock right behind me. I think we can make it on the beach. I'd be running on some rocks. We can make it. Gotta wait for the sets to pass. All right, Marsh Trail, Torrey Pines State Reserve, done. Whew. All right, we just wrapped up our run of the Marsh Trail that connected over to Torrey Pines State Beach and Reserve here in San Diego. So yeah, just over 8 miles connecting those two trails, and just slightly over 500 feet, so pretty right on the money for what we said earlier. So for never doing this trail, it's really cool. It started out pretty boring at first, but once you get into the marsh area, it's really fun single track, because you kind of hug Penasquitos Creek there, and then you get up to the 101 and you hop into the Torrey Pines State Reserve, which I've done many times. That was a really fun little lollipop to come out and back on. One thing to take note of is, pay attention to the tides. As you can see in the video, while I thought it might be a fairly decent crossing on the beach getting back to the Marsh Trail, tide was high and I definitely got wet coming back, but it definitely made for a fun little adventure too. And Torrey Pines State Reserve is definitely a really popular area. So this was a Thursday I ran it on, and there were definitely hundreds of people there, so you can imagine what the weekend's like. So maybe plan accordingly as far as going during the week to that area, and also kind of timing it on a low tide, so you can run across the beach a little more efficiently. But it was definitely a fun couple trails to piece together. I highly recommend coming out here and doing that. Even if you don't want to do the Marsh Trail, doing Torrey Pines is really fun. And yeah, definitely highly recommend it. So come out and get it. And like I say, if you're enjoying these videos, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please make sure to subscribe to our Substack channel. Drop us a line, say hi. We love hearing you guys kind of chatting it up in there. And we'll see you next time. Come get it.